there couldn't be anyone better starting than Monica Tanuhandaru from Kalimantan in Indonesia. She is the executive director of the Environmental Bamboo Foundation, and she will start with a short film and followed by some additional words. Monica.
First of all, thank you for it's an honor for me. I feel that I'm representing people, the indigenous people, the women, which they waited for this session on Zoom last night until 12. But then it's better in the morning for them. So I hope they're still back on Zoom. I feel in this conference that there's a lot was discussed, and all of it are important for us. But I hope I can share some of the stories and contextualize what we've discussed for the 60 million indigenous people in Indonesia, at least. Maybe indigenous people from the Global South, but also just people from the rural areas, from the villages. I can have the film.
Dia muzi samane kita amo pogo jao maki go muzi ne go ada ribuoso ala tuga page pudengo tebe dia sai du olo iso si ko baru meze dia lekade tahu pungia ko taboja ja muana meloredo tebe de uza meze ne bara meze tabaka ja ngalaka kitata ulala janga paka otaola marohora ja ngaiti matabai di pa go fa maki di banga ja beto puse toko vitau serapu
Filosofi orang Ngada dalam bahasa daerah orang Ngada, terutama orang Berjaba, ke toko volo pada mulanya kok betul daura toro, ke mala pada mulanya kok guru baca. Kalau diterjemahkan itu setiap bukit dan dataran rendah harus ditanam dengan bambu. Karena bambu itu selain memberikan nilai ekonomi, juga memberikan sumber mata air. Juga dalam bambu itu ada, kenapa bambu itu tidak hanya berdiri satu batang saja, tapi dia berupa rumpun. Rumpun juga itu menggambarkan bagaimana keutuhan dalam klan itu sendiri. Tidak boleh terpisah.
hubungan masyarakat adat dengan alam, dengan wilayah adat, dengan segala sumber daya yang ada dalam wilayah adat, termasuk dalamnya bambu, itulah hubungan yang saling tergantung. Karena keberadaan masyarakat adat masih akan ada jika wilayah adatnya ada, jika bambunya masih ada. Demikian juga sebaliknya, bambu akan ada karena masih dijaga oleh masyarakat adat.
Kalau sekarang masih sebagian besar penduduk Bajaba, bahkan Ngada secara keseluruhan, masih menggunakan bangunan rumah itu, bahkan rumah itu masih dari bambu. Jadi bambu itu kenapa ditanam di belakang rumah-rumah di kampung, dia memberikan perlindungan dan kesejukan.
Masyarakat adat Penglipuran sudah punya komitmen. Hutan bambu harus tetap terjaga 45 hektar itu. Bambu merupakan kebutuhan masyarakat adat kami dalam berbagai kegiatan ritualan. Dan kalau kita melakukan upacara adat keagamaan, bambu sangat dibutuhkan dan memang tidak pas kalau digantikan dengan alat, benda, atau hasil teknologi yang lain.
Bambu adalah teman seperjalanan sepanjang hidup. Mulai dari lahir sampai meninggal menuju dunia berikut.
Alam, seperti bambu, dia membawa kita kepada Tuhan. Kita tidak tahu bagaimana bambu ini bertumbuh, dia muncul pucuknya, tunasnya, itu ruasnya, bukunya, kita tidak tahu. Itu membawa kita untuk lebih dekat dengan Tuhan. Dengan bambu orang bisa hidup. Dengan bambu menjadikan budaya itu menjadi hidup. Bambu dia hidup sepanjang zaman.
Bambu itu katanya serat masa depan. Karena pohon itu punya kemampuan untuk memulihkan diri sangat lambat dan bambu jauh lebih cepat. Sehingga jalan keluar itu adalah bambu, bukan lagi pohon. Menjaga bambu, menjaga masyarakat adat, menjaga wilayah adat secara lestari dan adil, itu pekerjaan yang besar. Itu salah satu sumbangan besar masyarakat adat, bukan hanya kepada diri sendiri, kepada alam, tetapi justru kepada kemanusiaan, seluruh umat manusia.
Orang hanya bilang ini bambu. Siapa yang kasih hidup ini bambu, dia ada bentuknya, ada ruasnya, daunnya, ada rebungnya. Siapa yang pelihara itu? Kalau bukan Tuhan. Kita mau hanya menanam, betul. Dan proses supaya bambu itu hidup, kita tidak tahu. Kita tidak tahu apa. Hari ini baru 1 ruas, besoknya 2 ruas, 3 ruas, dan sampai segede ini, siapa yang pernah pikirkan bahwa ini Tuhan yang menciptakan? Sebenarnya kita itu lupa bersyukur, lupa berterima kasih kepada Tuhan yang menciptakan bambu ini untuk menghidupkan kita di bumi yang ada ini.
Thank you. I'm basically, this is for the people in the villages and for the women. for the indigenous people who kept the bamboo forest intact. I name my presentation. Every time I see that film, it's so we built our campus in that province where there's 3,000 hectares of bamboo forest standing still. The indigenous people kept the forest well and as part of their lives, as part of the culture. So we built the campus to basically to be a learning hub. What we're trying to do is actually to work with the village to manage a sustainable bamboo forest from upstream, midstream to downstream. The downstream meaning that we will provide a value add to the bamboo, where there is a village-based industry owned by the people, R&D, research and development, how the bamboo can last longer, durability, versatility. I have a sample of a product here in front, which is the bamboo bicycle, produced in the village. This is not an industrial, with factories. It is produced by the village. The bamboo is from the village. And they can do it with a little bit of help, with a little bit of research, with a little bit of investment. They can do it. We aim to build 1,000 bamboo villages in Indonesia, and we aim to build 10,000 bamboo villages globally. With that, we can restore 8% of Indonesia's degraded land, absorb 16% of Indonesia's carbon, and generate $6 to $9 billion of economy. We know the problem of the degraded land. There is a total of 3.2 billion, 25% of degraded land. And what we're trying to do is also restore the degraded land with bamboo. So we're not replacing the forest with bamboo. We're basically restoring degraded land. And we're 10 minutes. We have a solution. I want to show you. This is a timeline that we are planning. What Environmental Bamboo Foundation is trying to do is actually to be the solution. This is one village of 200. This is the plan. Within 12 years, we aim to build 10,000 bamboo villages around the tropical belt. We also, last year, we managed to create 2.5 million bamboo seedlings working with women in the villages. And these are like, during COVID times, this is actually a big achievement from the women, from the indigenous women in the villages. Within 6 months, they're able to produce 2.5 million bamboo seedlings. I wanted to give you an example. This is the prototype of the building that we call it a social house, supposed to be affordable housing for the people on the left. We did also a carbon research on the bamboo, carbon modeling. 1 hectare of bamboo forest can store 50 tons of carbon. This is the bamboo bike. Last week, the president used the bike with the Australian Prime Minister. And he also visited and talked to the Mama Bamboo. This is probably the end product of the village factory, the bamboo timber. I wanted to show you just quickly. The villagers, the indigenous people they build what they need, not what they want. Enough. These are the samples of the houses, indigenous vernacular architecture. I wanted to show you. Okay. These are the site, the women that we work with. These are their villages. So you can see the villages are surrounded by bamboo forest. Thank you. It's 10 minutes.